Welcome to an update video. I have set myself some goals this year, and on this fabulous Friday, I thought I would take a minute and go through some of those goals and give you an update and let you know how I'm doing on them. So the first one is on the Gelli plate filming. I've done a couple of Gelli plate videos. I hope you've been watching them, and I will be continuing to do at least one of those a month, and probably only one of those a month. I'm playing with Gelli plate a little bit more frequently, but I'm only filming once a month now that I have a filming setup sort of kind of down there. My washi tape affiliate link, I wanted to remind you that it is there. It's down in the description box, but you have to make sure that you copy and paste it in, because for some reason I can't get the end of the link to go live. But if you use it, yes, I get a kickback. So it's just another way of supporting this channel. Journal swaps. I have a journal swap coming up, and you will probably see it next week or the week after. I'm not sure when I'm going to release the video, because I'm going to be meeting with the person that I am swapping with. And once I want to make sure I have permission to share her video before I go ahead and show you guys. I will be showing you what I created. I want to show you what she created as well, but again, I have to wait until I get permission for that and see if she gives me permission for that. As far as YouTube goes, we are today at 699 subscribers, one away from 700. So I hope we get that one. Make sure that you are subscribing. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're commenting on these videos. When you comment, even just something small, YouTube says, "Oh, look, there's engagement," and that's one of the things that YouTube likes is engagement in videos. So they like to see the number of likes, they like to see the number of comments, they like to see the number of shares. So feel free to share these videos out and among other platforms and other people. Share them with your friends, share them with your enemies. And the other metric that YouTube, of course, uses is watch time, and that's whether people are watching the videos all the way through, or are they only watching the first 30 seconds. And I get most people watch my videos between a half and 3/4 of the way through, which means I probably should be saying, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button or click the like button to let YouTube know that you like them. Click the bell for notifications so you know when the next video comes out. I usually say that at the end of a video, and I probably should be saying it earlier on. My most popular videos so far this quarter, and this is from January through the end of March, so far have been my 6x6 and 12x12 use up videos. Using up your 6x6s, using up your 12x12s. Those have really gotten a lot of views. So I think I'll probably be doing a few more of those, since people seem to like those. I mean, the other ones are getting okay views, and normal. My normal is about 50 views per video. Those have gotten well over 100. So, yes, I have a small audience. It's okay. I'm good. All right. Numbers. Let's talk numbers. First of all, how much have I saved from the landfill? And I put this up here. I don't know if it's that might come up backwards. Sorry if it does. So in any case, in January, I saved 1 pound 7 ounces, in February 1 pound 8 ounces, and in March 2 pounds 5 ounces, which is a total of 4 pounds. I have kept 4 pounds out of the landfill, which is not bad. That's, more than a pound a month that I'm keeping out of the landfill. Okay, let's talk no-buy year. That's what you're all here for. How am I doing on my no-buy year? I'm actually not doing too badly. In January, I did go to a craft fair or craft store, the Craft Bits and Pieces up in Rochester, and in Fairport, New York. It's a suburb of Rochester. And I did purchase a few things. But again, I told you thrift store was okay. And that was $8.75. I'm okay with that one. That was January. That was my total buy for January. February and March, I haven't done quite as well because Joann Fabrics is going out of business. If they weren't going out of business, I would be fine because I wouldn't be buying from them. But they're going out of business and I won't be able to get some of those things again. So, and plus there's some really good sales. So Joann's has cost me $140 this year between February and March. And I probably won't go again. I was really kind of disappointed the last time I went. I didn't spend very much the last time I went because they're advertising these, big sign on the outside of the store, 60% off. And you always know that that's off of some things. Christmas stuff was 70% off, and that was fine. I was happy buying a couple of Christmas ribbons and that sort of thing that I got for next year. But I went over to the papers and to the Tim Holtz and all of that. And what they've done is, yeah, it's like 20 or 30% off on those items, but they've jacked up the prices. So you're paying normal price anyway. So I said, yeah, sorry. I don't know who's running this liquidation sale, but I'm not impressed. So I probably won't be going back to Joann's again, which is a shame. I'm really sorry for them because I did enjoy shopping there. Okay, I'm going to stop this video at this point and we're going to make something. I'll be back shortly. So what am I making today? Well, actually, I'm kind of just going through some things. I have decided I want to make a sunflower journal. And so I've been collecting all of this sunflower stuff, these types of pages, and this whole bin of sunflower things. And sunny things and yellow things. And I found ribbon with sunflowers on them. Of course, they might be daisies, but I think it's close enough to sunflowers. So I've got to kind of go through this and make some decisions. Then I'm going to take everything out of the folder. And I will show you the cover. Because I have this cover that I made a while back. I got to cut my edges yet. But there's my cover for this. I got strings everywhere. So there's my cover, and it's all these pretty sunflowers and some butterflies on it. And then the inside, I used the bees with the sunflowers. So there will be some bees in this. There will be bees and sunflowers. These are driving me crazy. If you know me, I don't like hanging strings. There is a little bit of lace. Hang on, I'm going to put my those away. They never come close to my paper. But I put some lace. I think it's more like a seam binding kind of lace on there. So that's my cover, and the cover's all set. I have this patterned paper, which I used. I made a whole bunch of things. I made this with it. I made that with it. These are off the Gelli plate. And so I like that honeycomb, and I thought that would be good with the bees part. So I have both of those papers. I have this paper that I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I don't know if I like those colors. This was supposed to be, it was going to be yellow and black, and I thought it was going to be perfect. And I put my black down, and I made my pattern, and then I was going to pull it with yellow. And when, for some reason, the yellow turned green. The whole thing turned green. So that was really a fail. I got some junk mail a while back that had sunflowers on it, and I made a pocket here out of this envelope. So that may go in. What else do I have here? More of that. I have a whole envelope of fussy cut daffodils. Things that have daffodils on them. This was a freebie from Kate. If you go to katecrafts.com, she in her Etsy store, Kate Crafts store, she has some really cool prints. This was a freebie that she did, and I printed it on yellow paper because I thought that would be really pretty. So now when it goes in, that'll be a page in the journal, I think, like that. I have some sunflowers. This is Daganagic, aka Sasebo. And I'm sure I have messed up your name. I apologize for that, Dragana. I'm not sure how to say your name. Sasibo. But they're all sunflowers with little sayings on them, and I liked that. I have some papers. These were, what did I dye these with? I think I dyed this with Easter egg color. This is from Kate Crafts, and there's that picture again that I just had here. It matches. Here's a bigger piece, and I think that's going to be an entire journal page. Yeah. And another piece from there. Oh, look at this. I don't even know what all this stuff is. Here's this was the lace that I used. Those were the pieces that I cut off. Here's the extra fabric that I used so I can do a fabric flip. This is something that somebody sent me in Happy Mail, and the colors match, so I did that, and it says magic on it. I like that. I don't know where that's from, but that's just in here. Some stickers. Okay, so this was a journal that I took apart that somebody gave me at one point, but it has the sunflowers on it, and I thought that might make a nice title page, or part of a title page. And there's some sunflowers with the bird there, and another set of sunflowers. So these are all out of that journal, so I might use those somehow. So yeah, these are from Walmart. I was in Walmart, and I happened to go past the paint department, and I thought I could use some paint thingies. So, because these are really fun to put in as journal cards, just as they are. I don't do anything with them. I just stick them in a pocket. Some more sunflower fields. These were from Creative Memories, and they are pop-ups from the Dollar Tree. Look at what's there. Sunflowers, daisies on those, but sunflowers on both of those. So those will make some nice belly bands. I know the word was there somewhere. I don't know why this blue is in here. I think that was from a project I was working on, and we're going to just put those over there. Those don't belong. So I have this is some more of the Gelli print. This was a brayer off sheet. It's a sticker that I brayered off, and I may use as a piece. So I get the Atlantic magazine, and this is from Ben Dezer, source image, Paul Denzer. Anyway, it was in the magazine, and I thought, okay, I don't know if I want to use that. There's a little, just a single one there, and a whole bunch here. So I don't know if I'm going to use that as a page, or if I'm going to use it. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet. And then this is Sunflower Summer. This is looking to see Carta Bella Paper Company. And I have, it's actually a couple of them. So there's this on the other side, and then this has a whole bunch of the cards that can be cut out with pink on the back. You know, in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. That's just some bright that fits. There's some more bright that fits, and it has that on the back. I got these when I went to my craft retreat last November. I did not go to the one this March. I thought about it, but life was getting in the way. It's in the same color pattern, and you know, it's part of the same sunflower paper. But I don't know if I want to use it. It might be a little too orangey. And then we have this, which is kind of a pinky background. And then this one, which has a green background. So there's lots of, what I like about these is because they're two-sided, I'm not going to have any white sheets that are going to be there. All right, so I'm going to take a moment and cut some of these up, and I will be back, and we'll put our signature together. Okay, I am back. I have cut up some of the tags. I have cut up my pieces here, and I'm going to do that one in a minute. But I ended up, and I went through my box of pre-made pages and to see what I had. I have this one. I don't know if I like it because it's a little bit longer, but I like the color. Oh, no, I guess it goes this way. So I guess maybe it'll be okay. So anyway, that's a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4. and this is one that has that in the middle of it. Plain piece of line, 5, 6, just a plain sheet, 7, music sheet, 8, graph paper, 9, this printed, 10, this was 11, and 12 are both Gelli prints. 13 is another graph paper. 14 is that dyed paper. 15 is another yellow. And then these are the pre-printed 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pages. I think 19 is good. I could do 20. Now I left this one out because I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with this one. I took this one and I left it long because what I want to fold it over and I want to have the 2 pockets. But the pockets are going to be a little bit awkward. And I did score this so that I can easily see the where it's cut. And what I'm going to do very simply is cut along the score line here to the point in the middle, and cut along the score line here to the point in the middle, and then pull out that middle section. That one gets tossed. Now when I push it up like, okay, I'm dropping my scissors over here. When I put it up and fold it in, I don't have that extra bulk in the middle here so that it won't make a mess. So there we go. I have 19 pages for my signature. I have my cover, and I have to decide. The first thing I want to decide is which one is going to be the first thing that you see. I think this one. I like how those go together. And I have that journal card. I have a journal card somewhere. I don't remember. I don't think I cut that one up yet. I decided not to use the plaid. I don't like the plaid. I had a big journal card that I thought somewhere that said something about being a journal or a oh, I know where it is. It's still in here. It's still in this pile. That says journal. So I could use this as a journaling card, but somebody wrote on the back of it, I think I'm probably just going to cut it out, and it's here. You know what? In fact, let's make that decision now. That's going to go on here. I will trim it out, and that will go here, and that will be my front page. Okay, so there's page 1. Now I have to decide what goes in the middle, and I tend to put these types of pockets in the middle just because I like how they look. So what goes well with the green? I think what I'd like to try to do is every other paper to be, is this the one I want? Yes. That needs a little bit more glue there, but that's fixable. So I want every other paper to be cardstock versus, so I'm looking at the weight of the paper now. So I have all sorts of different types of paper here. And I want a cardstock in the middle. I don't know if I have enough cardstock to do that with. So we'll see. I also don't think I like that bright like that. But I do like that bright like that, I think. I have 2 of these. I think what I'm going to do is put this one in here because that's cardstock. And then I keep losing pages down here. A music page. That obviously needs more stuff on it, but that's okay. That can work. And now we'll put you in. And now we'll put you in. And then you. See, you're blue on the inside, which is not necessarily a problem. It's just different. It's not the same as everything else, which is okay. We'll make it be what it is. I don't really have too much of a plan other than every other one. I do this, and then, no, is that the one I want? No, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. This is that one. It's a very grungy looking. Kind of like that next to it. This is the piece that I cut off the bottom of the one. Ooh, I don't know. That might drive me crazy. No, these patterns would drive me crazy. To have that, and then that. I don't know. Will that drive you nuts? Will that drive your eyes crazy? Or do you like it? Let me know in the comments. Do you like that or not? Because there we go. I'm thinking that's my journal. So this with that other piece on it. Here, here, here. Here. So yeah, if you ask me how my philosophy of putting journals together, I try to put every other kind of paperweight so that the whole thing is more balanced. Now, see here I have two that are similar paperweight, but that's okay. I mean, you've got some oddity. There's some really odd patterns put together here. And then plaid in the middle, or yeah, checks in the middle. All right, I think that's my journal. If you don't like that order, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, so this has been an update, Fabulous Friday. We've put a new signature together today. And I hope you're having a great weekend. Make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you like this. Comment below. Do you like the order of the signatures? How do you think I'm doing on my no-buy year? Which I'm, you know, darn Joann's, if they hadn't gone out of business. And click the bell for notifications so you know when the next video comes out. Till later, this is Cindy signing off.